last season, just from the jump, you kind of having your rookie year. I mean, first real opportunity against the Bengals, you had that long touchdown, and that was kind of a sign of things to come, especially as the season matured. December and January, I feel like every week we're seeing big plays. And I'm just curious for you, overall, when your rookie year ends, how do you approach it? Are you pleased with the production? Do you feel like you could have done a little bit more? How, as a competitor, do you kind of assess it?
Me for myself, going into this season and how last season ended, um, I look at it as nothing short of as a blessing. And um, at the position that I was in, growing up, I never expected to be in this position. So when it kind of came about, um, I was said no matter how many balls I caught, no matter how many opportunities I was given, I was just happy just to be out there on the field, and I was just out there having fun. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I approached it. And this off season, I wanted to just keep my head down and continue to grind and continue to stay true to what I knew. And I feel like that's what allowed me to have success, to get me to this point, to where I was at. And that's just kind of the outlook of it. I'm thankful for every opportunity, thankful to be part of the team or the organization and everything. And that's kind of how I look at it. And I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm curious, was there a moment, maybe it's training camp, maybe it's preseason, maybe it's, the first game that you really get the opportunity to show what you can do with touches. Was there a moment when you're going through it that you're like, man, I got this. Like this is the next step, but it's something I know I'm capable of doing. Was there an immediate moment? Is it while you're out in game action? Like when does it kind of hit for you that like I got this and I can be a real impact player, not just a guy that makes the NFL, but you're going to hear my name on Sundays.
Right. I feel like when I realized that I could play at this level, I feel like it kind of started at practice. Throughout training camp and all that stuff, I was kind of going through the rehab process still. And when I was able to finally go out there and compete against the guys on practice squad, I realized that I was making a few plays, and I was having fun. I was flying around, and it just felt like the same game that I was playing since I was a young kid. And that's when I kind of realized that it's the same game, and guys are bigger, faster, stronger, but I was able to adapt to it pretty well, and that's kind of when I felt like early on in practices that I could play at this level.